Mhm, 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 mhm. Greetings, mortals. I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, God of Chaos, and other things. I'm not talking about them. What I will talk about are my guests for today's episode of Irrelevant Interviews Online. Entertain me, mortals!
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. We have one more guest. She can join later. She's kind of like my sidekick in this episode.
It's good to have a sidekick.
Yeah.
It is.
I have this constant fear. It hasn't happened. This is episode 11. It hasn't happened, but I have this constant fear that I'm going to lose my connection and leave you all alone. So
Just sitting here in awkward silence, like. So you guys like food, right?
Yeah.
No, that's the reason why Dottie Trunks canceled on me. I announced her to be here, but she's not gonna be here because of her connection problems.
Aww.
Shit happens.
Yeah. I'm really bad at introductions, so we're gonna get to know each other as we go. If you don't, I don't know if these two Danish characters know each other. I don't know.
We could be anyone. We met before.
Yeah, I think so. Once or twice.
Or 200 times, I don't know. Something
Yeah,
in between.
something like that.
Okay, as they say,
Marian cosplay from the series Tangled at a convention in November.
This past November.
Yes.
Okay, and what was the most memorable moment from Tangled that made you cosplay from it?
Oh, I'm just very into this series right now, so some would say I am obsessed. I might agree.
Only slightly.
I don't know what you mean. But yeah, I'm just, in general, really love this series. It has a lot of nice music, and I love the story and the characters, and really, really love this character called Marian a lot. So I just felt very inspired to do a cosplay of him, and also, as you can see, of Rapunzel from the series.
We have some comments on Twitch that Ramba says, I know two of these people. Not specifying which ones.
At least
he also says some call it addiction, others call it guilty pleasure.
That makes it sound so dirty.
We have one more comment. Pendicatan, double trouble.
Hello, guys.
Okay. The reason why I have two Danish guests was because they were recommended by my last Danish guest from episode 9. So I asked her for one person, and she gave me more than one. So that's why I have two here. The other
nice.
one,
It sounds like her.
Yeah, it does.
Captain Cot was chosen by me because I was really impressed by his Sheogorath cosplay, the same characters as me. He has.
And I noticed that when you put the picture of, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I felt like I was seeing double there. MeanKitteh, next question. Have you participated in cosplay contests?
Yes, quite a few, actually. I really like performing. I find it very, very fun and challenging. Really like to express a character through me in some sort of way, in not only the cosplay itself, but also be able to show this character in real life in somehow.
You're a little like me. That's the main reason why I cosplay.
Yeah.
I had told you that we were waiting for one more guest, and here she is.
Hey!
Hello! Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Hey, Nath.
I didn't need sleep anyways.
Yeah, that was kind of shocking. MeanKitteh, what's the funniest moment you remember during a cosplay contest?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I actually think it's not really that funny when it happened, but we had fun about it afterwards when I had to slap my friend on stage during a competition in France, and then I accidentally just slapped her really, really hard on the nose. And she felt like in the moment she was breaking it, but she didn't. She was okay. It hurt a lot, but she was okay. And we was just like afterwards just laughing together. Yeah, that happened. That happened. I was very sorry about it, but yeah.
That happened to me, actually.
Yeah.
I have a Sheik from Zelda. And we were rehearsing a fight from Super Smash Bros. for a contest with a friend. He was Little Mac. So we were, according to the script, I was supposed to win the match. So I was ending the match with a hard hit, with a slap on the face. We rehearsed that many days before the convention, and once we were on the stage, I released all my force on my hand, and I almost cut his head off.
Yeah, that was kind of like what I did.
You put all your passion in that hit.
All my passion. It was that
Gotta feel right. You gotta feel it.
Feel it.
Do it for the arts.
One more question for you. If you were a pizza, how much tomato would you have?
If I was what?
A pizza.
I'm not really that into tomatoes, so just slightly. Just a slight bit of tomato.
Just a little.
I really want the sauces, though. I want my sauces on my pizza and my cheese.
You can't go wrong with cheese.
No.
One last question for this round.
It was just your phrasing.
Better make it look real and fake so it'll from us. One last question for this round. Can you tell me, what do you use to shave a cactus?
Shave a cactus? A spoon, maybe.
A spoon. That's why it was so hard for me. I never thought of a spoon.
Yeah, see, that's a new trick you learned there.
Okay. Captain Coat.
That's me.
I know you're Ukrainian, but I know that kot in Russian means cat.
Yeah, it is. And in Ukrainian too, so. But in Ukrainian, we call it kit.
Kit.
Yeah.
Cute.
Keith.
That's cute.
This is very cute sounding.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't know, if you say kit to me, I think of the car from Knight Rider.
Yeah, I remember that show. I don't remember the star of this show, but I vaguely remember it.
The star of the show was a car. His name was Kit.
Yes, and the writer, I don't remember
The actor is David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
He made an appearance on Guardians of the Galaxy lately.
Oh, yes.
A little cameo.
And also he's the voice of a car in the Kung Fury movie.
Really?
Yeah. It's a
didn't know
YouTube
that.
movie. It lasts like half an hour.
Yeah, it's very intense.
Yeah. Very
I can
80s.
imagine.
Captain Court, what was the last cosplay you brought to a convention?
My last cosplay was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I brought it on. Yes,
Hello
I
there.
brought it on Comic-Con Ukraine. So I also wanted to bring Shiogora there, but there was bad weather, so I decided that the Obi-Wan's cloak will be better, will suit better to this weather. So
Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything.
2 cosplays using cat in the name.
what?
I'm reading the comments on
Oh,
Twitch. The Rumble
There's
system.
cats
wait,
everywhere.
2 cosplays
Cats.
using cat in the name.
yeah.
I mean, you could always put a cat in the name.
Mm.
Yeah, why not? I really have one problem with my Sheogorath cosplay. I have no idea what would I do for a contest on stage.
Yeah, that's
I
my
mean,
problem
that's
too.
I guess that's the beauty of the character. You could do everything, and it would still be fitting.
You can do everything, but
The point is how to make the judges understand that that's part of
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, true. True that.
I had an idea to bring some paper butterflies and to go on stage cloaked and then just shoo, and the butterflies will fly everywhere. But after that, I will need to clean the stage, so.
Just bring a random guy with a broom.
Some
Make
conventions
him part
have
of
their
the
own
act.
stage ninjas, don't they?
Shigorath and broom guy.
And the Catan says, Dymas cat. Guess she's right. Once in a previous episode, I asked the people, how would I look in a Catman cosplay from the Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh. Interesting.
How's it good?
That's a style.
It is.
I don't remember this character. Sorry.
It's, I believe it's a parody of the Adam West's Batman. Because the voice actor in English is actually Adam West.
Oh.
I can imagine it now.
With the bat nipples. No, that's another guy. Yeah.
Okay. Have you participated in cosplay contests, Kot?
Yes. When there is some cosplay convention in our country, I like to take participation in it. We have a cosplay team, and we always take participation in somehow. So I rarely participate when I'm alone. So always I'm with the team. By the way, sorry about my bad English. I just haven't practiced in like a long time ago, so my English will be a little bit stiffy, but I can clearly understand everyone and everything. So just a little side note. So yeah, this year on Comic-Con, we and our team, we were Star Wars. There was, I think, 80% of the cast, so from the prequel trilogy, from original trilogy, and from the sequel trilogy. And we just matched it up together. And I was in the first 2 parts, so I really liked it.
Okay. And what's the funniest moment you remember during a cosplay contest?
Well, I have a lot of these, but again, 90% of it's me getting hit or falling off the stage. Or
What's with the violence?
yeah, it is. So I almost always die in our participation as a character.
Aw.
Yes. So I always fall down, sometimes on my back, sometimes on my face. So yeah. Oh, I remember one.
You're like that actor that played Boromir in The Lord of the Rings.
Ah,
Oh yeah, Sean Bean, right?
Yes.
yeah, Sean Bean, yeah.
I remember when one time we were in Russia, and I had a fight with a guy in armor and 2-meter sword, and it was a really heavy sword, and I had to fight it with my bare fists. So,
As you do.
yeah, and we have a lot of practice with this guy, so we know each other's movement. But at the most critical point, when we were on stage already, he couldn't lift his sword too much. But I was wearing socks, and I didn't know that the stage was very slippery.
Ooh.
So my legs just go, and I dodged the sword. So it was very lucky, I guess. Yes.
Remember to wear your battle socks with extra grip.
And to dodge things.
And the crowd went wild.
Yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
If you were a pizza, how much cheese would you have?
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Oh,
a lot.
What type?
jeez.
All the time. Except door blue. I don't like that.
Okay. One last question for you. Can you tell me how many cosplayers does it take to change a light bulb?
Yes, it depends on the height of the light bulb.
So it's all relative,
Yeah.
unless it's absolute. Makes sense.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna continue with Stickweeds.
Oh shit, that's me. Hello.
Hi there. What's the last cosplay you brought to a convention?
That is actually a pretty good question. Because it's been a while since I actually brought a costume to convention. Because last time I was incognito and went as a civil person. I mean, I was wearing clothing, but but it's
At least.
yeah. I think the last costume I brought was my Marcus Kruber cosplay at a Norwegian convention I went to. The one I had on the picture where you showed me as a guest. Where I had all the fancy ass beard and armor and stuff. Yeah. But I've been this smart guy. Like every time I've been used a costume, I wear it a few times, then I just end up selling them, and then when I need to attend another convention, I forget that I don't have any new costumes to wear because I forgot to build one. So I'm like, I'm in the middle of running out of costumes right now, which is
You need
weird.
to keep some of those cosplays, you know?
I mean, I still have my pets on with the one with the big yellow hat. I don't know.
Yay.
It's the Scandinavian Astrid Lindgren kind of thing with the childhood books and stuff like that. Like,
It's so nice.
thank you. It's also the weirdest thing with that costume. Like, I've made some very intricate, detailed heavy metal armors and shit like that. Some very expensive and artsy stuff. And yet, the costume I kind of just pulled out of the drawer and put a hat on is the one that gets the most recognition. Like, what the fuck?
I cannot sell my costumes because nobody wants to buy them. So I
Ah,
get to keep them, not because I want to, but there's nowhere else to put them.
Forced to.
oh man. I get lucky like that. I manage, like, I make a lot of my costumes in metal if I can get away with it. And that kind of helps get into the larper market. And some of them larpers, they want to throw good money for cool looking armor. So they can look fancy on the battlefield. That helps.
Bendy Katan says, pro cosplay tip. Just put a hat on.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Just put a hat on.
Looks like it
That's all you
works.
need to do. Yep.
The Brambas has a couple of comments here. Cosplay shows are dangerous.
They can be, but they're also very fun.
They are.
Yeah, I totally never almost trashed a stage light by throwing off one of my helmets. That never happened. We cannot prove anything.
No.
Speaking of lights, the next comment says, light bulbs, the natural enemy of cosplayers.
True.
Have you participated in cosplay contests, Stickweeds?
I have. I've been doing that around Scandinavia mostly, and one time in Germany. I find them funny to do. I enjoy competing because I'm also a very competitive person with the good and the bad sides, but I really enjoy it because it kind of, it helps me. It makes me sound like a douche. Like I want to make some. Sometimes I'm motivated in competition to make stuff out of spite just to show them I'm the cool guy. And usually it works.
But it's also to prove something to oneself, right?
Yeah, of course. That too. That of course. Like, hey, can I do this weirdest thing? Like right now, I have a project in the works. It's going very slow because, life got in the way as it do. But I'm working on a Big Daddy project from BioShock, made in full copper and trying to make it as accurate to the materials as possible. And it's gonna be annoyingly heavy, but not impossibly heavy. So I have projects like that lying around, and then I'm also like building a robot project that I can't use for competition because it's my own design, but I'm gonna use it for a short film that I'm trying to get started.
Okay, impressive.
Will your drill spin as a Big Daddy?
Yes. If you give me 2 seconds, I can actually get you the prototype of. Just give me a moment.
Go ahead.
I like to show.
I really want to see it, sorry.
It's don't mind the noise. It's in the warehouse. Yeah, well, it kinda is. Like, it's also dusty as fuck because it's been lying in storage for like. So I have this 3D printed parts that I've designed myself, and it's kind of I don't know how well you can see it, but it's designed so when you spin this, the gearing inside will make this spin the opposite way around, so everything is counter spinning to itself. Also, the small, I don't know, drill side bits are designed the same way, and it's gonna have so many engines inside it.
It's gonna be so crazy, man.
Yeah, it will be
I
so
know, like-
amazing to see it.
Here you can see, like, this is some of the side drills I made for it as well, and here's like the planetary gearing system that I've been working on putting inside all of them. So this is still on prototype level, but it's getting there, and I think I'll keep the drill and the arm in a 3D printed model just for the sake of the weight.
Yeah, that's
That
fair.
is-
Technology looks really cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Can't wait to paint the whole thing. That should probably help a lot.
Bendy Katan says,
and
Big Daddy,
all the-
guess you get a workout out of it as well.
Oh, damn right, I will. I mean, I think I need to work out just to wear it properly. This is like one of my dream projects. Like I've been, like when I started cosplay back in 2012. This was like, I want to make this costume, but at the time I was like, I knew shit about crafting it then, so I just looked at it like and tried doing some things, and it just looked like crap at the time, and I was kind of just like, now we're gonna do this later, and then like 10 years later, yeah, maybe you can do it now. So it started. I have plenty of other parts, but they're in storage somewhere. Like right now, I'm in the middle of a moving mess because I just got a new workshop and been like, yeah, everything's all over the place, and I don't know where half my shit is, except it's probably in a container stored somewhere.
Somewhere.
Oh, it is somewhere.
Yeah, that's like my brother knows where it is. He hasn't told me.
Oh god.
You didn't plant a GPS on it.
Nope. That was my mistake.
The Dramba says, making a Big Daddy might be heavy, but you will move like a true Big Daddy wearing it.
Ooh, I will damn well try.
Daddy.
Just chunking around. It's going to be very in character.
Big chunk.
I just had a sip.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not responsible for any accidents here. I'm just running a show.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Stickweeds, what's the funniest moment you've had during a cosplay contest?
Fuck. There's been a lot. I remember one time being...
Stage, maybe.
Yeah, just me entering the stage. I remember one time I was doing a thing with a necromancer from the Heroes of Might and Magic series at a DreamHack stage. Where I was raising a skeleton where I had like a staff, where I had a magnet on the end of it, and then I had like one of those prop skeletons from Halloween stores, and I just like rah, 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 and then I rose it up, and then I didn't think I had to get it off the staff, so it was kind of just stuck to the staff while I was trying to do magic, and suddenly just swung the staff, and it almost like flew over and hit the judges.
Oh shit!
and I knew for violence. Yeah, exactly. And I knew for a fact that one of the judges had like a skeleton phobia. So that was just perfect.
Oh.
But even, yeah. So that was like, and I couldn't see half it because I was wearing a full face mask. So I was just like, shit is going on. This is probably fine. And then I saw the video afterwards. And I was like, oh shit.
You were like, fly, my minion, fly.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh dear gosh.
I felt so bad for those people. Like stood there, almost got hit by a skeleton.
He has a skeletal phobia. Take him away.
Like, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, apparently I did such I scared the judges so much I ended up getting third place. So I mean, something I did right.
I guess.
I was like, yeah, there'll be more skeletons for you if I don't place.
The message was received.
Yeah.
The Brumba says, being to a convention like, where's Stickweed? And you hear distant metal chunk noises. Oh, there it is.
True.
It's not wrong. Like, my necromancer suit was a scale armor. And it was like, when I walked around, it was like hearing the jingle bells all the time.
Jingle bells.
I mean, and with all the LED lights I had in it, I looked like a fucking Christmas tree. So it was very fitting for December.
Aw. It's your Christmas cosplay.
Yes.
It's like you have a Halloween part of your costume as a skeleton, and then it's Christmas time.
Yeah, it's like spooky Christmas, the best time of year.
Yay!
With Undead Santa.
Undead Santa. It's multi-season. One more question for you.
Yes.
If you were a pizza, what type of pizza would you be? Italian, Hawaiian, or what?
There's so many to choose from. What were all these options? I'd say right now I feel like pizza with 3 different kinds of meat of it, 2 different kinds of cheese, pineapple just for the sake of it, and
Really?
yeah, and a shit ton of onion because onion makes a man happy. Maybe some potatoes too. But fuck bananas.
I've never seen
No
potatoes on
bananas.
pizza.
You have? Welcome to Scandinavia. We got that shit.
One last question for you for this round.
Yes.
What's your opinion about the price of vegan chicken salad with mayonnaise?
It's too damn expensive.
I agree.
What does it cost?
I have no idea. I think it depends on the region.
Ah, I see. It makes sense.
And season, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what season do chickens turn vegan, so I couldn't tell.
I completely overheard the chicken part of it. Yeah, sure, vegan chicken. That sounds like something.
Believe me, that's not something I made up. I copied it from somewhere else.
I enjoyed it now that I thought about it.
Natalia,
Hello.
hi. Can you tell us what's the last cosplay you brought to a convention?
Ugh, Jesus.
Oh, you have cosplay Jesus? Or Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I see Jesus all the time and I don't believe in himself. It's just custom. I think it would be for a convention, maybe. It was a Touhou team for, I would like to say Christmas of 2011, I think. But that was a long while ago. I haven't come to this place ever since.
Oh.
Touhou. That's a game, right?
Yep.
What's your most memorable moment playing Touhou?
Maybe getting called for that cosplay, because that wasn't my idea. It was something like I want to say it was Yume magazine that called me, and actually Mary, you know her, to do a team for Touhou, and we were like, oh really? Oh, that's interesting. Was the first time that happened. So
Nice.
that's it.
Did you ever participate in cosplay contests?
No. Every time that I thought I was going to participate, it was with a team, and something happened. Like some prop broke, the contest got called up, something like that. Every time I tried, it happened. So I said, okay, no, contests are not for me.
So unlucky.
Yeah.
No.
That's the curse of Natalia.
Yeah. I can even play bingo. I never win. So.
Okay, then let's get off the stage. I'm going to ask you, what's the funniest moment you remember during a convention or a festival?
It has to be one time that I was playing Dance Revolution with some other girl that tripped, fell on her face. She stepped back up, kept dancing, and I think she won, actually.
Oh, nice.
It was terribly
That's
ironic.
being professional.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Even if you fall, you're still a winner.
So must go on.
You know.
You get back up, you keep dancing, and you win.
Or maybe there was no competition.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
What was it?
Fair enough.
Ouch.
One more question for you. Can you tell me how many light bulbs does it take to change a cat?
Depends. If it's a black cat?
Oh.
Is
What
it
if
an
it's a black
African
cat?
cat or is it?
If it's a black cat, I say 9. 9 lights, 9 light bulbs.
Fair enough.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Totally.
I can see that being a thing, yeah.
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 Seems logical.
One last question for this round. Can you tell me why does water get people wet?
I'd say aliens. It's the only option.
Aliens.
Yep.
Yeah.
My guess is it's because the cruelty of life.
That too. Yeah. Hydrating is very cruel.
Yes.
I can tell. A few episodes back, I was suggested to make a section where I ask a few Boolean questions, so you only have to answer yes or no.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you 10
That's right.
questions, and you may answer at the same time.
Mhm.
Number one, can you use a sewing machine?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I can't either. That makes two of us.
There's no shame in that.
Yes.
No.
It's
Use
so
all the
hard for me.
If I have to sew something, I do it by hand.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
impressive.
That's why I try not to.
Just avoiding sewing cosplays.
Like,
Number two, have you made armors?
yes.
Yes.
What is that?
Armors?
No, armors. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it right. Yeah.
I mean, I've been making a living of it professionally for 5 years, so I made a few.
Nice.
That sounds so interesting.
It gets very boring fast.
No.
But it's because I had to work for like a big company, and I just had to like poop out designs for them, and it was like, they would get to do the fun artsy stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, but I do
Wait.
now.
Now you can be creative.
Yes. I recently started my own company, so trying to get that going.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
It will probably be nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sure it
so
will
far,
be
so good.
fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
I mean-
doing well so far.
And so far, it's going fine.
Right now, I am trying to start my own business, but
Oh.
my area of interest is, I mean, here where I am, this is my studio. My wall next to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will break something if I move the laptop, but I have a big green wall next to me.
Oh,
That is indeed green.
it is.
So I'm trying to use it for post-production. I can do some video edition, and well, you saw the pictures that I posted for you.
Yeah.
That's
It
what I'm
looks
trying
good.
to do. I studied that, but I never got paid for doing any of this. My
you gotta
normal
start
jobs
somewhere.
are that of a programmer, and
Yeah.
it's occurred the same thing as you. It became monotonous. It became boring, and
Yeah.
well, right now the project ended. So in part, I'm a bit of a free man, but at the same time, I'm lacking an income. So this would be entering a new world for me.
Yeah.
But it's something
Hey,
that I
sometimes
would
you just gotta jump into it and see what happens. At least
Exactly.
you tried then.
Yes.
better to try and fail than not trying at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Question 3: do you like acting?
Yes.
Acting?
Acting, yes.
Yes, I do. It is
Everyone
quite fun.
does.
Yes.
Very much.
Yes.
Many.
Do love being on the stage. It's very like, oh, look at me, I'm doing stuff.
Oh, look at me. Proud of me, Daddy.
Yes.
I already told you that I have the cosplayer friends, and we always make some little performances.
Yeah.
And we're always making performances when there is some big convention or even small conventions. And all of the time they give me the role of the bad guy. Always. That's why I'm always dying at the end.
Maybe you should try like give them like a manuscript where the bad guy wins.
Maybe.
Hey!
Sometimes so. But they say that I can play villains very good. I don't like it, but I can.
It's not nothing.
Yes.
It can be really fun to play the villain, I think. I was playing Dolores and I had the best time of my life with it.
I saw this.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Cosplay. It was very nice. I liked it.
Thank you.
You should have seen the performance. I'm so happy I was not Harry Potter that day.
It was fun getting to torture that little boy.
Yes.
Oh.
Speaking of that time she slapped her friend.
That was Harry Potter, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was at Ishiji in France. Oh god. Yeah, fun times.
I get portrayed as the bad guy by my friends, as the killer. Not a bad guy, but the killer.
But the killer, isn't that a bad guy?
Sometimes, but
I mean,
they get surprised when I show up dressed as a superhero because they say that's not you. What are you doing? Where are your assassin cosplays?
Are you some kind of bad guy in disguise of superhero? Yes.
Yeah.
this is getting layers now. Like what the?
One more tale. May I tell that story?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Once we had a performance in the Lviv. It's the city in Ukraine, and we brought the Harry Potter scene over there. And I was there as a Lucius Malfoy, but our main star of the show, that was Lord Voldemort, he didn't show up. So
What?
So the Anastasia, the leader of our cos band, she came to me and told you will be the Lord Voldemort. And I said, but I have nose. And she said, well, you will be Lord Voldemort with a nose. So, and I told you, I already a bad guy. I'm Lucius Malfoy. And she said, it will be even worse. And
Let's upgrade that.
You're going up the villain ladder.
Yeah, leveled up as a villain.
So who is the worst villain in Harry Potter? Dolores Umbridge or Voldemort?
Dolores Umbridge, hands down.
Dolores.
Dolores.
Yes, I guess Dolores.
Yeah.
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 That was just one horrid person.
Horrible,
Well,
horrible
but she
woman.
like cats?
Not even all the cats in the world could make her a good person.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're the bad one, Cindy. That's you.
La la la.
Busted.
Yeah. Try to be
Drum
cute with
busters.
pink stuff.
When you're on stage, it's okay to be an attention whore.
That's true.
I like Brombas.
Yes.
They
Brumbas.
say such nice things. Brombas.
Brumbas.
Question 4: Have you ever used your own hair for a cosplay?
Yes, I'm here.
I can't remember.
I really hate wigs.
Like I'm currently considering using my hair for like I don't know if you've seen like what they called, the one where they like the girl with the arrow and the post-apocalyptic world. Like I'm thinking about doing the drunk guy Haymitch with the current hair I have.
Why not?
I could think I could do, and I can like run around being drunk and like, yeah, I'm just in character. Like, fuck this. That's mahogany.
This is my own facial hair. I just painted it white.
Nice.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, I have no idea how to make a fake beard, so I'm cursed.
It
If
is
I
a
want
long
to play
process.
Sheogorath, I cannot.
I can vouch for that. It's a process. Like the beard I have on the picture I gave to you, that on the photo, that's like sewn in wefts and shit, and I had to cut it and tried it. That's like my first time ever doing anything with a wig, and I hated every second of it. Never done a wig ever since.
Yeah, it's not my favorite part either to do.
That's why. Oh, you tell me I can put on a huge ass helmet on this costume? Whoop-de-doo!
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my characters wear masks, so
Yeah, I get that.
You can always make silly faces under that mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Question 5. If a ninja falls off a tree and there's no one around to hear it, does it still make a sound?
Yes.
Sure.
No, it's a ninja. Ninja doesn't make sounds.
He's got a point.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Bramba says, I like to spread shenanigans. MeanKitteh and Stickweeds know that.
Oh.
Question 6. If I own 2 pink giraffes, will I be forced to take harmonica lessons?
That
Depends.
Yes, it depends on many things.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Like, how many tires does your car have?
I haven't counted them lately.
You can always
Like,
ask the
that,
ninja
that
from
would
the previous
that would be
question.
like the defining factor. Also, the ninja would know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta
think
check
you're
back
right
with the
about
ninja
that.
then.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 7. If you were forest psychologists, would you practice vegetarianism?
What?
I would say no.
No, I can't afford that.
No.
It's too expensive.
You would be
Yeah, it
eating
is
your
expensive.
customers.
Yeah.
But you have a lecture, so.
Nom.
The Hannibal Lecter of plants.
Oh.
This took a turn.
Question 8. Do you think Kirby has any teeth?
Any what?
Teeth? No, I can't. I can't see them. It's just swallowing things.
It's just a black void you get sucked into, and no
Yes,
hope for escape unless you eat the sides.
Little teeth, like a worm.
Yeah. Yeah, like the whole thing around it, just like a million teeth on the inside to keep you
Yes,
in
like
there, so you don't.
June worm.
Once you go in, you can't go out.
Yes.
Oh.
The brutal Kirby.
Just like that thing that eats not Jab. What the fuck is Boba Fett in Star Wars?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
giant worm thing.
Scarlet or
Oh.
something. I can't remember if the it's not my strongest side.
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc, close enough. Sarlacc. Ballsack, one of those.
No one has put me such a savage image of Kirby on me.
That's
I
what
don't
you
see
can
him the
use
same
as
way
a
anymore.
question.
You started this.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you do.
And I keep getting surprised. Question 9. Have you ever been interviewed by a cosplayer other than me?
I have been interviewed before, but I'm not sure they were cosplayers themselves, actually.
They were wearing costumes.
Mm-hmm.
So
The successful
by
people.
that description, I guess they're cosplayers. So yes, there was like this douche guy. He was super tall and it was very intimidating, but he was also very nice. And I ended up going to like Holland at one party one time and meeting him there again. Oh, it was very nice. And suddenly, like,
Nice.
And then there was like this Pennywise cosplayer, and there was like screams everywhere, and like she fell off the stage, and everyone panicked. And then she just like with the one with the dancing you saw before, and she just continued, and suddenly she was up on the judge's table, staring me directly in the face, and was like, "What the fuck did I say yes to?" So yeah, I've been interviewed before. It gets you places.
I would like to visit your cosplay conventions. It sounds really cool.
Sometimes, yes, it gets weird.
In a good way.
Great.
Yes, usually.
I'm still excited.
Pendicatan says, I mean, ain't all cosplayers just never-ending hole when they eat food after a long day in cosplay where they couldn't eat?
True, that's so true.
Yes.
Oh,
This statement speaks the truth.
yes.
Actually, this is the first time that someone answers no to this question.
Huh.
Oh,
I started asking this specific question because, at least here, I've seen several podcasts and live streams interviewing cosplayers, and most of them ask the same questions every time. So I started to wonder, is there a hidden script that I'm missing that everyone's using?
Yeah, didn't you get the memo?
I didn't. They always ask, what do you prefer, Marvel or DC?
That's
Who's your
boring.
favorite cosplayer? What was your first cosplay? And
Your mom.
how much do you make? Mom.
God damn it. God damn it.
Sorry, I didn't. It just came out of me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. Oh, that was
Apologies.
good.
That kind of just flew out of my mouth.
Toast to that.
You were saying?
I was saying question number 10. Do you sing at the karaoke?
Yes. I actually went to Japan once and did one of the whole karaoke bar things there, and we got so shit-faced, and it was fun, and no one understood what we were singing, but it sounded Japanese when we were drunk enough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I don't like to sing, but sometimes after the second glass of beer,
Yeah.
That happens, yeah.
I should give it a try. So why not?
I don't really dare do karaoke, but I sing all the time for myself at home.
Oh.
I've been doing a lot of karaoke now I think about it. I usually get invited to this party with some good friends that are really, really into the karaoke. And sometimes it gets really stupid because there's also a lot of booze involved. And like last time, there was a sauna, so a lot of us ended up being naked because, saunas. And suddenly I walked in there and I was not wearing that much. And I was like, shit, I have to be dressed before I can sing. So I took a curtain down and then I was like, hello, DJ Shitty Toga is in the house. And then I just started singing at the screen. It was very entertaining. No one got hurt, I think.
You think, but you never know.
Maybe someone got a little mentally scarred, but
Yes, maybe it was someone traumatized.
I guess it was some kind of memorable moment.
Kinda.
Pendicatan says, singing karaoke and at home is both a wonderful time. I
Yeah, that-
like entering the karaoke contests at festivals and conventions. I've never won the highest I've been was 3rd place, but I still try.
Can you win karaoke?
Yep.
That's a thing?
Sometimes they have karaoke contests, but not always.
How does that even work?
It
Is it like
depends.
entertainment value or if you're actually able to sing the song?
That's why I said it depends. Sometimes they put an automatized software that measures you according to what's the song about. other times they have judges and they listen to you and see if you are hitting the correct notes.
We
I
have
don't
a
think
karaoke contest.
Unless it depends on the audience, on the reaction of the audience, then that's a totally different story.
Yeah.
In Ukraine or Russia cosplay contest, we have the karaoke contest. But all the time when this thing started, the half of the building just stand up and go away, doing their own business.
Like, fuck this shit. Wow.
No one ever knows what happened there and who wins.
That's just a shame.
Yeah.
The shadow games.
Pendicatan says, "Oh yeah, remember that towel song you did?"
Is this people we? Holy shit! What?
Yeah, it's people we know.
Oh fuck! Oh damn!
Remember, we're live.
Oh yeah, works.
The drum bass says, "DJ Bat Toga."
Oh god.
Last question for this section. Have you ever encountered someone dressed as the same character as you?
Yes.
Yes.
And I love it.
I walked up to her, looked her straight in the face, and just like, well, one of us has to change.
What did he tell you?
They were like, started laughing, and then I laughed, and everyone was having a good time. They understood the joke, luckily.
Luckily.
Yeah, holy shit, if that one has missed, I would have sounded so rude. No, I had a good time and actually ended up becoming kind of good friends. So that's, and they're like really awesome. Like it was so fun to actually meet someone, you know, I had the same interest in costume as yourself. It's like, how did you do that? And how did you do that? And like, they kept like, they had like definitely better sewing job than me. But my armor work was like slightly different, so we're just like, oh, you did like that. Oh yeah, but you did that thing. Woo! Just like talking very nicely about each other. It was very nice experience.
Yeah, it's very cool to see how others made the same costume. What techniques and ways they just did it. It's just really nice.
Like, what was your thought process, and why would you choose this material over this material? You're like, they're like, like how did you interpret this weird ass picture that is the only reference we have to make of this costume?
That happened to me when I tried to cosplay a Super Nintendo character. These low resolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so how are you gonna interpret these 4 pixels?
One time I was at the StarCon. It was in St. Petersburg. And I was on the Elder Scrolls section of this, of the place where I go, and there was 3 Shiogorats over there from different countries. Yes, and we had all different costumes, but we were the same character.
Hey,
so technically,
it sounds like something that would happen in Shigorov.
Yes. There was the Oblivion version, but she was a lady.
Damn it.
And there was I, who was in the Skyrim version.
Cool.
And here I cannot even find another cosplayer from the Elder Scrolls.
You've just been looking all the wrong places.
It's not my fault that I was born here.
Right.
Okay, that was the last question I had asked you. The Bramba says, running into someone with the same cosplay as you is the old prom dress drama all over.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes.
No, I was just fangirling a lot the last time I met someone, also in a variant cosplay.
I don't think I ever encountered when 2 people were wearing the same thing that either of them started like having issues with it. People usually just been like bonding over liking the same thing where I've been, at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing they share the same passion for
Yeah.
this series or game and characters it's really nice to meet others.
Mm-hmm.
One more time. The previous Comic-Con Ukraine, I was in the Grindelwald cosplay from Karaoke.
Ooh.
Yes, and I met the girl that made the same costume, and I come closer to her, looked into her eyes, and say, "You have a fake mustache."
Nice. How did she
We're still
respond?
friends, so
Oh.
Your mustache. It's fake.
yeah.
Fake.
I see through your lies.
Speaking of fake, I have a crossplay of Tracer from Overwatch, and the day I premiered it, I found a female Tracer with another skin. So in that case, the one faking it was me, but still, we had different skins, so it didn't look like a mirror match.
No.
Still, I have encountered people wearing the same cosplay as me at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes this happens.
I mean, statistically, yeah, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I have one question for all of you. What's the farthest from home you've ever been in cosplay?
In cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was when we went to Paris.
Oh. You mean like in different countries, or
If you've been to a different country, then yes.
Yeah. I think mine would be in Paris. That's been the furthest away I've ever been.
Yeah, I would say either France or in Portugal.
Portugal is definitely further away than France.
Is it? Then it's Portugal, I think.
It definitely like double the length away from Denmark.
Okay, then it's that.
Okay.
I'd say St. Petersburg, so yeah, it's pretty far away. So,
if I put it on Google Maps and we go by road, it's about 1,550 kilometers away from where I live.
Hey.
Okay. I know Natalia has traveled the world, but I believe not in cosplay.
Nope. Something that might happen, maybe. Who knows?
One day. Sooner or later, when you least expect it.
You never know.
Just like being kicked out of bed 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we're going to France now. And then suddenly you're in a plane with your costumes on. It's like, what's happening?
You're gonna cosplay and you're gonna love it.
I can't figure out if that's... Huh? I can't figure if that's nightmare fuel or just a dream.
It's a silly adventure.
Yeah, it's like, how did I get here? Who are you people?
I guess there's good parts and less good parts.
There would definitely be questions.
Yeah, indeed.
And what's the funniest thing you remember being in France, Portugal, or Russia in cosplay?
Again, it involves me almost being naked. It was just remember the whole thing.
I see a pattern here.
Yeah, it's like they were having this huge after party after the event, and I gotten a little happy with booze and random drinks. And at one point, I get a little tired, so I go to bed early. And I also I'm feeling very warm, and I didn't know it, but at the time apparently my body was shutting down, and I didn't know. So I just like, it's probably because I've been partying too hard. So I was taking a very cold shower, and this was like not long after the whole thing where you could buy Gamer Girl bathwater. I don't know if you guys remember all that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately. So I was like, I had this brilliant idea And like where a friend of mine, I was sharing the hotel room. He came in a little later. I was like lying in the shower, and I just yelled at him, "Hey Casper, come in and take some pictures of me." And it's like, I'm not sure I want to do that. Oh, right, throw in some underpants. It's for this idea. And then I told him like the whole thing with the Smithy Boy bathwater. And he was like, "Why am I doing this?" He just kept telling that to himself. Why just kept taking pictures of me while I was in the bathtub in the hotel room at the after party at the convention. It was amazing. He's still branded for life.
I can tell he was scarred. He was very scarred.
Stuck for life.
He was very scarred.
I almost don't feel bad about it.
Great tale to tell.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is a good story.
Yeah.
Good story.
God's sake.
One of my friends once told me that every cosplayer had, at least in our country, have two stories: how he get boozed, or how he was kicked out of the party.
Oh.
Yes. And unfortunately, everyone I know had these stories.
Oh.
So what's yours?
No.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna tell it here. But maybe one day in person.
Looking forward to that story, though.
So you know, Kot, now you have to travel to Denmark to tell them the story.
I really
Yes.
love it. Yes.
Yeah, you'd be
Come
most
to
welcome.
Denmark.
We got plenty of space and almost no frost.
Almost?
Yeah. Like
That's
today it's been like 1 degree, so that's above frost.
Oh,
It's still cold, though.
it doesn't sound cold.
No,
It is to me. The cold really bothered me, okay? I'm not Elsa.
Dear diary, today I learned that the Danish get cold as well.
That's a good fact.
The more you know.
MeanKitteh, what's the funniest thing that happened to you while being away in Portugal?
Oh, I can't remember so much from that. Actually, it's a bit more of a chaotic thing, but it turned out as a fun thing in the end. I was actually a bit late for the competition I had to participate in because I slept in. But I was lucky. I have never gotten a cosplay on so fast in my life as I did there. And when I put it all on, I had a lot of pearls around me, around my hip. Suddenly, they just bursted out everywhere on the floor. Luckily, there was a lot of the others that came to help picking them up, and then I almost slipped on it, and it looked very weird, but we had a laugh about it, at least. So that was a funny thing for me.
For one moment, I thought you will tell that all these pearls, they were scattered all over the floor, and everyone stepped on it, and everyone slept on them.
Just wrecked the whole competition by breaking everyone's legs.
That's how I got second place. Fuck yeah!
One got lucky
because
and managed to
accidents
stand.
happen.
Damn.
Captain Kot,
Yes.
what's the funniest thing that happened to you while being in Russia?
Well, not much actually, because when I was there, I haven't seen everything. I had a little time there, so I was just on the stand, and I took participation in some contests, and just a little bit, and then I left. But one day when we were in the different city, we had the performance where we were like King's Arthur Court, and I have to play the drunk Merlin. and I had a little bottle of booze, in my hand. Yes, and I was always acting like I was drunk, or maybe I a little was. So. And there was a moment
In Russia, no one knows.
Yes, no one will ever knows. But there was a moment when I had to tell that you're in Camelot, the kingdom of the Britain, and I just did like this, and everyone who was in the first three
Rose.
seats, they were covered in the water that was in this bottle.
Oh,
Oh no! Yes, the bad thing that there was the jury in this first three stages. So I don't remember have we won over there, but maybe that was funny, and everyone remembers it still. A bit embarrassing.
That's a good story.
Yes, it is.
Now I understand the rule why you're not allowed to wear liquids on the stage.
Yes.
We have that rule in Denmark. Yeah, it's like it makes sense now.
make everybody wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here in Costa Rica, there used to be an organization that published the rules for the cosplay contest. The rules had a typo. So if you read the rules as they were written, then you would notice that it was forbidden to bring explosive animals.
Explosive animal?
Yeah, as if we were in Worms.
I'll never get my whale bump on the stage now.
Damn.
I can bring explosives and I
She
can bring
remembers
animals. Not come together.
Actually, I brought an explosive animal to the stage. There is these Bumchews from Legend of Zelda, and I had that on stage.
Did it explode?
Yes, they won't.
Maybe.
You may bring animals, but as long as they do not explode.
As long as well, it was a plushie, but who knows? Maybe I put a bomb inside it.
That's
The lady
brutal.
over there, she blew out the stage. Did she do it with the animal? No. Oh, okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. All part of the rules.
I already told this in a previous episode, but if you need to know the funniest thing that happened to me away from home, it was in Denmark. Now that I have here,
Hey!
Of all places. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Fuck! I'm sorry.
Oh, that was a great timing.
Throwing my phones around here. Oh, yeah, yes.
that was the first time that I entered a cosplay contest in another country. I didn't even know that was possible. They didn't ask me where I lived or my ID or nothing important. So I entered because nobody stopped me.
Reasonable.
Before going up on the stage, you need to get into the small room with the judges for them to look at you closely. I was dressed as Falco from Super Smash Bros. From Farthest.
Ooh, nice.
And I was with the judges. I was telling them, yeah, I did this this is like this, and this is like that. Everything normal. And I went with the reflector that Falco has on his hip. He bounces back there. The not the melee attacks, but the ranged attacks. So yeah, I did this. I'm not used to, I don't like using electronics or batteries. So this is just a jelly, and I put it there to make it look like a light. And then continued describing the rest of my costume. But one of the judges, the Danish judge, Rinaka, she was like, wait, that's a jelly? Can you take it out? Yes, I suppose. It's not glued or anything. You can still read jelly here.
Nice.
This just a cheap jelly that you get at the supermarket. And she was like, "Oh my god, it's actually jelly!"
Yeah, that's totally how she would react to that. That sounds like her.
Yeah, I was like, "Yes, I suppose I can eat it in case of emergency."
Survival cosplay.
Emergency jelly.
Survival
Well, at least they didn't ask you about the explosive animals.
I was an explosive animal. I was Falco. Have you played Super Smash Bros? Have you pressed up and B?
No.
Try it.
Oh.
Fox and Falco do like some burst where they throw themselves into the direction
And they explode.
they seem like as if they explode themselves.
That's one hell of a way to go. It's like,
That's why you have to go to the Norway.
Hmm.
You can't be an explosive animal in your country.
Actually, in my last act, I made an invention that exploded
On stage?
on stage. Well, it was just in the act, right? But
Mm.
it exploded.
It was fun to watch.
Intentionally?
Ah. No, it wasn't intentionally for the character, no.
No. Here, Pendicatan says, question for everyone. What cosplay that you made was the one that you're most proud of?
What the? Oh, no.
Huh. I guess mine would be my Zelda Trailer Princess. It was a very big project for me. So I actually made that costume 2 times, as I wasn't satisfied with the first one. And the second time, I wanted to use it for the competition I entered in Portugal. I was much more happy with the result I got there. So, yeah, it was a nice challenge.
I guess mine was the Daggerful version of Sheogorath because no one ever did this before me, and unfortunately after me. I don't know why, because it's a very easy costume. Because it just was rather easy, and after that I decided that yes, I would like to do it more with different costumes. Why not? It's a great character. And after that I decided to make more hardcore costumes, and yeah, that's just it.
Maybe that's because it's a 90s model. As you say, it's a simple costume, so there are more complex
Yes,
versions
it was
now.
really pixeled. So I looked at it and thought, okay, it's definitely a brown pants, but what's the shoes? Ah, never mind. I just put something. No one is gonna notice anything. And now that I think about it, when I looked through it some time ago, I was looking at myself. I should do it one more time and do it better, because I just grabbed everything I had in the closet, put it on, and said, "Hey, I have a beard. So I must be Sheogorath now."
Nice.
Yes.
So do you always use your real beard for show?
Yes, it's always my real beard. One time, the first time I was making the online version, I came to the barber shop and I was asking for the haircut and the beard cut. They told me that the haircut will cost 200 grivnas and the beard cut would cost 100. And the guy that was making my hair, he did it like in about 15 minutes or maybe 20. But when he took my beard, he was trimming in about an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I give him a tips anyway, but that guy wasn't prepared for me.
It's working.
Yes, it is.
And again, I really don't like the wigs. I just hate it.
Oh,
So I always try to do it with my natural hair.
yeah.
Damn it,
I don't
not
like
again.
them either, but sometimes you have no option.
Yes, sometimes.
I don't let my hair grow because I have curly hair. And just tell me, how many characters with curly hair do you know? At least cool characters.
Jon Snow.
That's a different question.
So that's why if I want to use my real hair, I go for Mr. 47 from Hitman.
Ah.
Because I don't like my hair, and it's not useful for the great majority of cosplays. I think we lost Stickweeds again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He'll be back. I'm gonna continue with the Natalia.
I think my favorite cosplay from when I did cosplay was Amy's Road from Soul Calibur 4. That was the biggest project that I did, and it was really cool because I did it with my best friend at the time, and we had a lot of fun. We were going to participate, we couldn't because shit happens, but it was very cool. We have some very cool photos, and pretty soon after that, I stopped doing cosplay because I didn't have the money for it. But it's a very cool project. I hope maybe someday to redo it with more experience, and who knows.
Yeah.
Remember what we spoke last time? If you ever want to make a Batman costume, I still have my Adam West Batman.
Sign me in. Yeah.
Just let me know. My Batman is not going anywhere.
Sure.
You may not know it, but my 60s Batman is my favorite cosplay of all.
That's great.
Nice.
Great.
I premiered it in 2014. And that's the first time that someone made me sweat through the eyes by commenting about my cosplay. Because after the show, he approached me and told me, I grew up with that Batman. And looking at you at the stage was like watching another episode of the series.
Oh.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Aw.
After that, I only remember good experiences with that costume. And that brings me to my next question. Have you ever spent money on a cosplay element just for the LOLs or as an inside joke? Just for fun.
Yeah, I've done it just for fun at least. Not just because I really liked it, the part, and wanted to use it in private as well. I actually have this Rapunzel bag she has in the series. I really wanted that, and I talked to my friend about it, that if I had the time for the convention, I would have loved to make it, but I didn't have the time, so she in secret made it for me. I had birthday not far from the convention time, so she made it for me by hand, and I'm just so happy about it. I really love it, both because she made it and also because I really love the series, so now I'm using it whenever I can.
It's almost as sweet as the previous tale about the Batman. Really sweet.
Yeah.
What about you, Kot?
No, I never done something like that. I wanted, again, when I was making the online version of Shiogorod, I had this wild dream that I need to get a cat in the Shiogorod costume, because there is a cat in the online version in the costume, and I decided that that's gonna be so amazing. I must do it. But it was kind of difficult to find a cat with that would come to the photo shoot and would gladly wear something. So I thought, nah, but maybe one day. Maybe.
One day.
Yes.
One day the cat will come.
Now that you mention that, I have a pet cat, and as you just saw, I have a studio here, so she's welcome in my office anytime. You're giving me strange ideas.
I have a cat, but she doesn't look anything like the one in the video game.
Aww.
No, mine neither. I was just mentioning it.
I think I'm back.
I believe so.
Yes, sorry. Phone just panicked and died. Apparently, my charger is dead, so it was not giving it any power.
No.
So I was like just panicking around trying to find another charger, and it's like gave up. And then I tried. Yeah, I'm on a computer now.
Yay.
What did I miss?
Cats and cosplay.
Yes, you were the last one before the question I just asked you. The funny no. The question that I just asked these people are: have you ever spent money on a cosplay element just for the LOLs or as an inside joke, or just for fun?
Of course. Why would I ever do that? Like, slowly just push his pile away of random shit I bought for the shit of it. yeah, definitely. A lot of weird gimmicks and things like, yeah, this could be fun to put in. Just like, yeah, who cares if it costs half my fortune? It's fun. Yeah, like I have a thing with material usage. Like I used to, I like. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I really like to use like extravagant materials, like using silver and gold for actual jewelry on the costumes and stuff like that. Just because I could.
Sounds too expensive for me.
Yeah.
It was stupid expensive for me as well. It was just like, why are you doing this? Because I hate getting food every day.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What about you, Natalia?
I know. I think we had spoke the last time I was here that I haven't. I should though, and I probably would if we go through with the Batman thing. And then go for the LOLs.
Yeah. Speaking of Batman, okay, I premiered my Batman cosplay in 2014. After that, I got the shark repellent and the yellow shorts that he wears on the episode where he surfs against the Joker. So
nice.
Sometimes I just go to a convention and get into the contest just to play the Batman music, and I start dancing with the yellow shorts on.
Oh no!
It's great.
It is.
Nice.
I remember
You don't win anything, but you have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Just in there
That's
for the shits and giggles.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
I've done that too. Like there was a convention in Denmark some years ago. It's not there anymore, sadly. It used to be called Geekcore, and it.
Yeah.
And I remember I made a costume specifically just for being able to go backstage, not for winning or anything. I just wanted to be where the cool people were. So I just made this shredder costume that I made in like a week, and then I just signed up for the competition. Like, yeah, I'm in. And then I had like this time just derping around and hanging around with people backstage, and just went up on the stage and did like cool Ninja Turtle poses, and then like just fucked off again. It's like, yeah, that was fun.
Well, I have done a lot of costumes, which for a not a competition, but just cosplay shows for the shits and giggle shows as really, really just silly shows.
Those are the best. Like we have, the Koyokon shows we have.
Koyucon, and then the Sundays at J-PopCon as shits and giggles.
It's the smaller shows we have, and when then like people just they stop being serious and just make it about having fun and making good laugh. And I think some of those shows are some of the best.
Yeah, they're very much entertaining indeed.
We lost Natalia for a moment. I see her online, but I don't see her on the screen.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Another okay.
We can hear.
You've probably seen me drinking water from this. I bought this at the supermarket. It's a crossplay that I mentioned before.
Bad connection. No.
Oh, I'm having bad connection too.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
I had it a moment ago.
Yes.
Oh, now it's back.
Still,
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Are we all back?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes. Could you repeat, please?
No, I bought this cup and plate because of my Tracer crossplay. If you've played Overwatch, you can see that you can change your winning pose. And Tracer has as a typical British, she has a winning pose where she's drinking tea.
Oh, British.
Nice. I actually didn't know that.
The skin that I wear.
Have you played Overwatch?
Only a little.
Same. I enjoy it. I have like this group of Norwegian people that like forced me to buy the game and then forced me to play with them. It was very entertaining when I went past all the like, why are you making me do this?
Yeah. Then you just got the Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I can't stop. It's actually I haven't been playing with them for a while. I feel bad about it. Because like we have this group chat as well. And they keep texting me like, "Hey, we're playing today." I'm not home again. I'm still in my workshop trying to build a home there. So,
This is how it is. Right now it's about
I
your
remember
workshop.
seeing the pose, which you apparently hadn't. So yes.
Yeah.
was where
The
it
thing
came
is that the skin that I wear is the anniversary skin where she's wearing the graffiti outfit. So she's wearing a mask. And if her team wins, she's drinking like this.
What?
As you do. Don't your mask have like a special tea hatch?
Yeah, I guess I haven't upgraded yet.
I guess not.
It should be canon. The tea hatch for gas masks. Like when the Russian gas mask, you have the hose, you just pour in the tea into that.
Yeah.
You can't be British enough to drink tea even when you have your face covered.
Before we had connection problems, I have a comment from Pendicatan. Relatable, being in the back with the cool people.
Oh.
Where the coolest people are. Hiding in the shadows.
Just lurking.
They're cool because they're cold because they don't get sunlight. That's why they're freezing.
Yeah, last time I was wearing Rapunzel, I was just caught backstage because I couldn't move around with that big of a wig I had. It was very heavy.
That thing was humongous.
Yes.
I'm amazed your head is still attached.
Yes.
I tried to hold that wig. I was just like, "Can you carry it for a moment?" Like, "Yeah, sure." And then you get it for your hand. You're like, "Okay."
Whoa!
It was like 5 or 6 kilograms.
Whoa.
For a wig?
Yes.
Hair?
Yeah, it was this very, very big. It has these balls, you so-called balls in it. And yeah.
I can't imagine how your neck hurts the next day.
Yeah, it was painful, but I had my trusty wig carrier to take care of it.
Dear Diary, today I learned that in order to cosplay Rapunzel, you need to have balls.
And lots of them. What was it? 5 or 6 of them?
Something like that.
That's a lot of
Not
balls.
everyone can do that.
No. And they were very hairy, I have to tell you. Very hairy.
Oh.
God damn it.
One more cosplay that I made just for the LOLs was in 2015. There was this thing called Marvel Expo. But I don't have any Marvel Comics characters. So what should I do? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be X-Men cosplayers. I don't know how many, I don't know who, but there will be some X-Men. So what did I do the day before? I went to the mall and I printed a t-shirt. I got it right here. This t-shirt with the Friends of Humanity logo.
Ah.
So I showed up the next day with a sign that read, "No more mutants."
Oh. Oh.
Damn muties.
You were like,
Coming here, mutating.
oh, interesting.
and stuff.
How fast will they kick me out?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the people got the joke.
They didn't,
So
yes.
I wasn't kicked out.
I remember
That's good.
having a good time with a costume that was just quickly thrown together like almost a closet cosplay, made with the same breastplate that I had on the poster picture. And then I was wearing a huge trench coat and like a captain's hat. Like I was making a Warhammer 40k costume as a commissar, wearing the full plate underneath the jacket. And I was standing there talking with a friend and my brother. And then I had another friend. We were kind of rough together. So it like you jump each other and you maybe punch each other just for the shits and giggles. And he was not aware that I was wearing a full metal armor underneath the jacket. So I was standing there with my brother and talking, and suddenly just like feel like clunk, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I turn around and just see him just standing with his hand with a broken finger. He wanted to punch me, and I did not expect metal to be in there. That was like, wow! I'm glad I chose to wear this today.
That happened to me, but I wasn't wearing an armor. I was just carrying a metal MP3 player on my back pocket.
Ah.
And some teenager wanted to spank me. And when she hit me on the butt, what she hit was the MP3 player. And she got mad at me. She said,
How
"What
dare
are you
you?
carrying there that you're not letting anyone spank you?"
Oh, that's just. Did it break? Did she break it?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, that's good.
It wasn't metal, but it was small.
Still the whole fact. Why are you getting mad at me for hitting me?
Or spanking you. It's not just hitting, it's spanking. That's like, dude, what the fuck?
It's like,
And I was dressed as a shy guy from Mario.
You're worse.
No king shaming.
I'm gonna ask you something different. Have you ever been mistaken by another cosplayer?
Mistaken for what?
It could be by another person or another character.
Oh.
I tried different things. Like my brother is about the same height as me, but he's a little slimmer. And at one point, like he doesn't make his own costumes, anything. He usually can I just borrow yours? You have so many. I was like, yeah, sure. Take the thing I'm not wearing today. And I found out like at several conventions, he's been running around in some of my full armors with helmets on and just pretending to be me when talking to people because people thought it was me. And he just played along. He didn't even correct me. And I just find out when people come over to me, hey, remember that thing we talked about? I've never met you before. Who the fuck are you? Then people got angry at me. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Not my fault.
It's like, when I find it out, I was like, what are you have been impersonating me, you mother. Like,
Oh.
that's fun. He still keeps doing it when he can get away with it.
On the
Comments from
previous,
Pendicatan, I think there's a delay here. Rule number 1 before touching cosplayers: ask and consent.
yes,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's true.
You were saying, Kot?
yes, about the mistaken for someone else. When I was on the last Comic-Con Ukraine, everyone was telling me that I look like a Jesus. And the problem is,
Jesus.
the problem is that there was 3 different Jesus. And everyone asked them, oh, you cosplay Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, that's so cool, but where's your lightsaber? And then they came to me and they said, you are one of these Jesuses. And I was like, no, I'm not one of them. I have the lightsaber, so no, I'm not a Jesus.
Well, there is a version of Obi-Wan where he looks like Jesus.
Yes, and I did, when I take a picture of the Obi-Wan, I did one picture when I was like Jesus. It's on my Instagram, just for shit and giggles.
Yeah, nice.
But sometimes when I grow my hair a little bit longer and grow some beard, sometimes people just came to me and say, oh, you look like Jesus. And I say, really?
Really?
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously?
Yeah.
One time when I was just walking around the city, and a little girl came to me. She was like 3 or maybe 4 years old. She came to me and asked me, are you a Jesus? And I looked at her and just like, yes, I am. And she was like,
No, fuck. Oh, God.
So sometimes it happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. MeanKitteh, have you been mistaken?
I actually can't remember, but I do remember someone coming up to me. Well, there was just someone thinking that I was you. So yeah, that has been a thing.
Natalia?
Not mistaking me, but the character, yes. With the Mr. Real one from Soul Calibur, that was, I think, I can't remember the year I had that one. But people come, oh, that's the correct captor's suit, right? The ones that she has a sword, and no. Then another person was like, oh, you're in a Kuroshitsuji, right? Yeah. No. But okay. Okay, so you want a picture or something? Yeah, no, okay, bye. It was one of the skins with the a white suit instead of the purple normal one she uses, and I guess that could have thrown people off, but it was like, Sakura doesn't have a huge ass sword, isn't carrying it around, swinging it. No, that's not her.
No.
There was one time when the only time where I cosplayed the mask from the mask. I was getting ready. I had just gotten out of the changing room. I was getting prepared for the contest, but I was in a different category. I was in the group category because we were doing the choreography of the Cuban Pete scene. But as I was on my way to the stage, I found a friend on the way, and he told me, "Hey, good show, man!" And I was like, "What?
What show?"
I still haven't done it. Then I was told that there was another guy in the individual category playing as the mask, dancing the Cuban Pete. alone. And after that, he disappeared because he was changing into his cosplay for the group category.
Oh.
So everyone thought that mask was me.
Uh-oh.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was my
Would
first
have been
time
anyway.
wearing it. So there was no... And it was the first time that he was wearing it as well. So there was no way for us to know that we were going to be the same
No.
character.
No.
And I kept getting tagged on videos that I was not being doing, on photos that I was not showing up
No.
because they thought he was me.
Yeah. Oh no.
It has happened several times, but I just remember that one. Also with my Falco, some guy approached me and he said, "Hey, I want a picture with Captain Falcon." And I was like, "I'm not Captain Falcon." "What do you mean? Then who are you?" "I'm Falco." "And what did I say?" "Captain Falcon." "And how is it?" "Falco." "And what did I say?" "Captain Falcon." "And how is it?" "Falco."
Oh.
Then there was the dusk, the sunset, the place closed, and we still haven't taken the picture.
Oh
What a
god.
day.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating. We did take the picture, but yes, that place was closing.
It's still a great story, though.
Yeah. It is.
And I wasn't mistaken, but there's some other guy that has the same version of Cyrex from Mortal Kombat as me. And that's when we see the same. That's when we see the little details, our way of our thought processes, or the way we built each of our costumes. And I noticed that. I mean, I wanted to take a video with him doing the friendship in the Super Nintendo version. His friendship is dancing the Charleston. And then I realized that he, in that costume, cannot dance. It's a really stiff armor.
Oh.
The only real armor that I am wearing is a motocross piece of armor for the chest. Nothing else.
Yeah.
The rest is pure foam. And the black clothes are flexible black clothes. Are like a stage ninja. But he wasn't able to dance on that armor because he was wearing... I don't know if he made it all by himself, but it was a lot heavier than mine.
The disadvantage of the hard cosplay, you can't do shit and giggles in your cosplay.
No.
That's why I pride myself that I am the only guy in armor who can sit and dance.
Yeah.
Okay, I just noticed that we're almost 2 hours through the show. I consider this a huge success.
Yes.
Cheers for
It's
everyone.
not like
Time
we've
for
been
a
staring at
celebration.
each other in an entire awkwardness for 2 hours. It's like,
I have one more question for you all. If you could choose one person you would think would accept being on this show, who would it be?
oh, I know the perfect one. It's a girl from Norway. Her cosplayer name is Krix Design. She's just a pleasure to be around, and like she's an overall one of those persons that just spreads more joy and smiles and stuff like that.
I don't actually know anyone who can. Who would you like to call? But maybe a day ago or two, I met an interesting girl on the Instagram. She make cool Mirak cosplay, and maybe I could send you her email or her contact. I guess she will be fun.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. Yeah, send me the contact because
Yes.
I will definitely not know who they are.
Yes.
Why, you don't know all the cosplayers? I thought you were a real cosplayer.
That's because I don't speak Danish. Jeg taler ikke dansk.
Hey!
That was surprisingly good, though.
Yeah, actually.
Jeg er meget imponeret.
That's a
Yeah,
start.
yeah, I was my opinion.
I didn't understand anything.
I was.
We were just saying we are very impressed.
Well,
I
I
don't
can't
speak
tell
Ukrainian,
what you said
but
actually, but I'll believe you.
Vi kunne have sagt hvad som helst, og de ville ikke forstå det.
Nej! Vi er så onde.
Not
I don't speak
plotting
Ukrainian, but I'm
Danish things.
making an effort to learn some Russian. But for the moment, я не знаю русский either.
Это не проблема.
Не
Мы
проблема.
друг друга понимаем, так что все хорошо.
Понимаешь?
Да. Well, actually,
Хорошо.
Ukrainian is much more fun than Russian. So, well, you should try it once.
Okay.
It's like a bit mix of Polish and Russian.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Okay. Good to know. Dear diary, today I learned that Ukrainian is a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna stop with that. I mean, Kitty, someone that you would consider would accept being on this show?
I mean, a lot of Danish cosplayers, if you want more. They're
don't
mostly
mind.
out for shits and giggles. I
don't
can send
mind.
you some.
Okay. You know how to contact me? Then
Yes.
I'll be expecting your suggestions
Yes.
or
No.
your punishments. I don't know how you see this. People here in Costa Rica feel tormented when I interview them. Natalia is a rare exception.
Feel tormented. I've been enjoying. I've been going like the past few days. Like, what the hell did I sign up for? I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
No, this has been nice and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did this because here, still in December, we still haven't had any festivals or conventions, nothing here. The health ministry hasn't given any permissions for nothing.
Oh.
This is episode 11, so it means that I started this 10 months ago, and this is only the online version. The offline
Yeah.
version was something I did before when we could go out and go to conventions and festivals.
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah,
And
we've been
that's-
lucky in Denmark.
Yeah.
That's one more reason why I haven't been able to travel in a long time.
Yeah.
I already told you that I have gone to Denmark and cosplayed a bit there. That's where
Yeah.
I met Hiccup, who nominated the two of you.
Yeah. Which
also
convention
don't-
was it?
J-PopCon 2017. You were Zelda, if I'm not mistaken.
I probably was.
17. I can't remember. I was there some of the time, hiding somewhere.
Hmm.
Maybe in the big
remember
suit of
shit what I was
armor.
doing.
I guess
What?
only you will
They're
know.
probably just like hiding in my armor. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm just gonna sit in here. It's fine. It's nice and warm. I have a kitchen over there and furnace room over there. Like,
No,
Actually-
this kind of makes you go back, but for now it's not. You know
I-
what? I have a voucher from Iberia Airlines that I can redeem until June of next year. So
Maybe.
That's a good
Um,
excuse.
yes, it's a good excuse. I just need to know how things are regarding restrictions and all that.
Sneak. More sneaking.
Sneak.
What could possibly go wrong?
That reminds me. I have never taken my 47 cosplay to another country because I get concerned about the weapons.
Oh.
My
different
guns,
different
my guns
countries
look.
have very different rules about weapons and prop weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, would you consider that I would be accepted in Denmark with my guns?
That
If you-
depends.
I mean, I would probably not wear them in the plane, just swinging them around.
I mean, at the convention. I know the rules of the airport.
Yay!
At the convention, I don't think it would be a problem. You would probably need they can't shoot or anything, right?
No, they're broken.
Yeah, okay.
They're toys. You can tell they're plastic, but they look very real.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
as long as it's visibly that they're not able to shoot and stuff like that, and you get them through weapons checkup. We have those checkpoints where you have to like sign in your weapons if you want to round with them. Usually, it's not a problem.
No.
Okay.
Like it's
In
only if you
case-
have like stupid spiky sharp things or like real swords, then it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, and
the
wood,
reason you can't have a real-
wood props, I think, is not allowed either.
Yeah, they're very like strict about that for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, here they started restricting metal weapons after accidents happened.
Accident.
Like silly.
Some broken glass over there. One guy who almost lost a finger over there.
Hey, fingers grow back.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I still
Where
got
are they?
mine. I think. Yeah, all of them. They're still there. See, it works.
So far, so good.
This is a cosplay show, not a medical. How do you say? Advice podcast. So don't take us seriously.
Nope.
And if you
Trust
do,
me, I'm not a doctor. Like the closest thing I've been to a doctor was I was operating on a dead horse. That's about it.
What?
Wait. Go back.
Yeah.
Why were you operating a horse? What?
Before I started doing costumes and stuff, like I've been like working with horses professionally for like 10 years. I was like a farrier, and I specialized in hooves and shit like that. But I'm not just this crazy guy that goes around like finding dead horses and costumes.
You made it sound like that.
Yes.
I know. I was actually a professional. Someone paid me to do it.
Oh. Then it's fine.
Yeah,
I believe you.
It's fine.
yeah. Like most of the horses I was working with was alive. Also, after I was done with them.
Switch it up.
I like when you started the operation.
How did we get to this?
I don't know.
You brought it up.
I need someone just to tell me when to shut up.
No, but that happens here. Last time I was here, it was like we were talking about something, and we were everything else. I mean, that happens when I don't know where he is. Oh, when Dymas is
I'm
involved.
over here.
There you go. If him is involved, it's going to be a riot.
There.
Yeah.
That's why I told you that we would be talking about waterproof submarines and
Oh yeah, those are not so popular in Denmark anymore.
no, they started to sink. They were leaky.
No, we had a completely different thing going on. That's definitely not for kids. Holy shit.
On my local episodes, the tendency is that at some point on the show, for some reason, we all start talking about old TV shows from the 90s on every episode. I don't know why.
Way better than the submarine subject I was getting into.
Yeah, or maybe better than dead horses.
Yeah, that's true.
Much better than dead horses.
Just keep kicking it.
The queen is trying to shut you up, Stickweeds.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell her, tell him.
I need an adult.
Yes, you do. God damn it.
Sorry, I don't know. So,
Speaking of series from the 90s.
shows. When was the 90s? That was like over 20 years ago.
Mhm.
Lord.
Yeah.
I hate realizing that.
Yes.
And still it becomes a popular topic here. I still don't know why. Not that I'm against it. I love those shows.
Everyone does.
Like
Mhm.
what show from like? I think I'm mixing shows with the early 2000s with the 19s.
Yeah,
I
that
really
tends
like
to happen.
the crazy mythological shows like Xena, the Warrior Princess, or the Hercules. It was amazing and I loved it.
I remember that post-apocalyptic show with the kids and the blue rocks.
What?
Blue
Okay,
Rocks.
maybe that was only. Yeah, they were like there was like this post-apocalyptic world, and there were some kids, and they were mining blue rocks for some reason. I can't remember what the show was called. It was pretty cool. Some Mad Max-esque universe thing.
Oh,
I don't remember such thing.
Doesn't ring a bell.
no.
Well, it was really cool.
I believe you.
Yes.
Back then, I had no cable, so it's possible that I missed
Yeah,
it.
maybe we all lost it.
Yeah. It was a different time.
Yes.
Those were more civilized times.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, people
Yes.
couldn't talk to each other over the internet, so less fighting.
Also that.
Hey, I was fearing that I would provoke a war by turning this show international.
Oh.
I mean, so far it's 2 Danes against the Ukrainian. Like, what's he's gonna do? We're 2.
Oh, bobo. Come at me. Ah.
I don't know, but the first time I told the example of what do you prefer, DC or Marvel? One of the guests told me, "Well, are you trying to start a war here?"
Oh.
Well, yeah. That could start a war.
Yeah, I could see how it could start a war.
Yeah.
Do
I
you want
was
to
a
start a war?
huge Marvel fan when I was in school, and I collected always the comic books, and I was always considered a big nerd right at the time. And right now, the kids nowadays, they can see all these crazy cool movies, and they would not consider to be a nerd. So
Yeah.
I hate Marvel now. That's why.
It's popular now. No, I don't like it.
Yes. Kids these days. And another reason why I was a Marvel fan, because we have no DC comics in Ukraine. We have only
Oh,
Marvel.
that was difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, settles it. Like, I don't see myself as like a Marvel or DC as like it's just they exist. I'm just this. I'm special, so I'm going in this other direction, and just like, oh yeah, but I like these other comics that is not the thing, and these are like special hand drawn, blah blah. Everything's hand drawn, but I like finding more exclusive, weird ass French comics, because sometimes there are some really weird pictures and a lot of naked people in them, and I like that. And like the drawings are just. It's just a very different visual than the usual DC Marvel stuff.
So are we saying that you're reading Friends hentai?
No, that's not what I said.
When you told me that you like French
That's
comics,
my
I was like,
berries.
oh, yes, the Asterix and Obelix maybe. And then it was like naked people.
Naked
there,
people.
and I was,
Yeah, it's like it's like some of the like Dark Moon Chronicles and shit like
yeah,
that. I don't know how well known it is outside. I mean, it's a very popular comic in Denmark in its localized areas, but It was actually kind of fun when I went to Paris with MeanKitteh a few years back. I actually started talking with some of the people down, the French people, and I got in touch with some of them. And apparently, they knew the guy that drew some of my favorite comics. And I was
Aw.
like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Hey, you want to meet him?" It's like, "Ah, no, I'm not ready for that."
No.
I was not able to handle that. I guess like I've been wanting to make some props from the comics. It's like, of course, I don't have it here with the workshop, but it's like this steampunk magical universe where they have like flintlock pistols, but they also work as a magical wand. So it's very fancy with glowy lights and rocks and gems and stuff on it, but also like with all the swirls and twirls of like really fancy flintlock pistols. I've been wanting to try and make one, and then just like show it to the artist who drew and designed everything, just like, look at me, this cool thing. So yeah, how did we get here again?
I don't know. We started talking about 90s shows, and then you started talking about French hentai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot to ask, what is the age limit for this show?
My channel is set for mature audiences, but
Good.
Oh, okay.
normally I broadcast it on YouTube. I'm experimenting with Twitch. I'm not really familiar with Twitch's rules. I know it. Even if you mark it as mature audiences, you have some restrictions, but I believe we haven't violated any. If we haven't started a war, then it means that we haven't violated any rules yet.
Yes.
Before this gets dangerous, I'm going to end the transmission here. This is all the script I had for you today. If you want, and if you can, you may stay on the backstage. But for now, I'm just closing the broadcast. Remember, everything is relative, except that which is absolute. In that case, it would be absolutely relative. I'll see you in the future. You'll see me in the past.
Thank you